Hi there. How are you folks? I'm wearing my new t-shirt. I identify as an attack helicopter. I'm sure there are some people on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook who are thinking that's kind of appropriate. And you know that the algorithms control what gets seen and they control the distribution of what gets posted. So the experience I'm having, I've been doing a summarization of our history, a summarization of the multiple complex conflicts that beset our churches, governments, schools, and society. And what comes back to me is a roaring silence. Roaring silence. All right. So I just wanted to share with you that I don't need to put up any more for a while. You can give some thought to the fundamental indictment that I posted on my Facebook timeline yesterday, that I talked about in my historical summary yesterday, that I've been building up to in my weekly History Reset episode at People's Internet Radio. Okay. All of this kind of folds in together. And the proclamation, which is really a lamentation, that is up on Facebook, and I will put the links for the 3 pages of that document down below. That proclamation is an anthology. It's a collection of all the stuff that everybody's been telling me all this time. You've all been telling me about the secrecy, about the non-disclosure, the classified information, the compartmentalization, the need to know, the confidentiality. You've been talking about process and not talking about outcome, all right? And not talking about outcome occurs because doctrine and beliefs go on and on and on and on and on, and nobody's paying any attention to the effects of what happens because of the beliefs, okay? The Pope says all the churches are the same. How can they be the same if the behavior is different? Okay? The behavior of the New World Order and of China and of Islam is the same, correct. They have taqiyya, double dealing, jizya, protection rackets, and jihad, which is invasive domination, okay? But Judeo-Christianity isn't in that bunch. Judeo-Christian ethos teaches do unto others as you would have them do unto you, not do one thing and say something else. Christianity teaches sanctify your bloodline and community by watching your own morality. It's not about attacking other people who aren't as good as you are, right? Setting up a protection tax, jizya, in Islam has no comparable referent in Christianity. Child marriage has no comparable referent in Christianity. Female genital mutilation has no comparable referent in either Judaism or Christianity. Okay, the religions are not the same. Now, if you look at, okay, Buddhism accepts both the yin and the yang. Okay, they're philosophical about the left-hand path. And Hindu built on the original Anunnaki epistemology is very otherworldly. Okay, I understand that. But we have to look at the behavior of these religions in a mature and realistic manner. How many Sikhs do you know of who are terrorists shooting up churches? Zero. Why? Because the ethos of the Sikh religion, which comes off the Sri Guru Granth Sahib, and I do not read Gurmukhi, but I can come online and read the 52 behaviors of the Sikh culture, which are to be honest and be good to your fellow man. Duh. All right. Or if you're Baha'i, your prophet, Abdul, whatever his name was, is for peacemaking and peacekeeping. If you're Amish, you have your culture that doesn't bother anybody. If you're Mennonite, Hutterite, 12 tribes, you don't go bother anybody with your way of doing things. You just merely mind your own business. Why is it that mind your own business is such a problem in today's society? Right? Mind your own business. Mind your own spiritual development, your own issues, your own conflicts. Resolve what's going on in your inside of you and let others do likewise. All right. And so I have put up the 3 pages of proclamations. The first sets out the appellants, the people who comprise the class of the guilty, who by secrecy are ripping all of us off. Okay, they're the hoarders, they're the elites, they're the 1%, they're the monopolists and the oligarchs who have used the Bar Association to rip off everybody else. Okay, and the Bar Association, of course, is complicit. The Bar Association is the tool of twisting and turning law so that mercantile commercial statutes wrap around common laws against harm. Page 2 is about the physical costs and outcomes of the domination of society by corporate statutes in which the polluters are not called to task. Okay, the corruption, pay to play, bribery, pedo networks, trauma-based mind control, the sex business, the casinos and lottery business, all those vices that have been anathema to the Judeo-Christian culture since Jesus walked this earth, are in full display in the New World Order. That's what the New World Order stands for, is imperialistic vice. All right, is that what you want? Or do you want a sanctified bloodline where you can look ahead and see your children and grandchildren and their children for 7 generations ahead? Okay, you got to choose what you want, and then you have to go to work for it. Okay, page 3 is about mind control. It's about the monopolistic practices of the press, which are completely sold out to 6 globalist oligarchies, all right, who repeat their agenda over and over, as Goebbels, the German, said, until the people believe it. And honest to God, there are people in New York who think because there was a sham impeachment in Washington, D.C. last week, they think that Trump is no longer the president. They think that the drama of staging a sham kangaroo court impeachment constitutes a lawful act in governance. Okay? They're not thinking straight. We have to think straight, and we have to get straight what's true and what's not. What's true is that corporations have too much power. Corporations are being allowed to corrupt, pollute, and cheat their customers. All right. The mainstream media is being allowed, it's perfectly legal for them to lie till the cows come home. Monopoly is no longer a matter of antitrust. Okay. Why is this okay? Why is this okay? So, what I have done is try to pull all the strings of all the perspectives together into a single summary. All right. And I put it up yesterday. And I have a rousing 81 views. And of course, I don't make anything for doing this. This is not about me or my getting something for it. This is so that my great-grandchildren will have a world to live in. Yes, my cat is kind of bonkers at the moment. And somebody just showed up here with a lost dog, so I'm going to have to deal with that too. And isn't this interesting? It's just the craziest time. Whoever thought that we would be confronting the total madness and chaos of a society that's being methodically taught to destroy itself. Okay, go look up the Frankfurt School, okay? Saul Alinsky, the protocols, the Kalergi plan, the Cloward-Piven plan. These are all self-destruct mechanisms of Marxism. And you want to tell me that the people who are hanging on to their Bible and their holy law and their golden rule, you want to tell me the people who are hanging on to the golden rule are crazy? No, I don't think so. No, I think Marxism is crazy. And socialism based on the wish that everybody who wants to claim to have a need will labor in order to deserve to meet their need. It just doesn't work everywhere. It works in the Scandinavian countries where the Judeo-Christian culture and ethos is very strong. It doesn't work anywhere else. It didn't even work in Russia. It's having a hard time working in China. The people are very unhappy about it. So come on, wake up, smell the coffee. There is more to this situation than is on the text. You got to read between the lines. You got to open up your eyes. You got to turn off the TV and stop all your hobbies and preferences and wishes and interests. Come on, pay attention that unless we halt the deep state's corruption, we won't have a country anymore. Okay? Understand? It's important. Deal with it. I love you. Bye-bye.